Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ganja5420 here, and today we're going to be looking at a couple things. While I was researching opportunities for this particular project that I'm invested in, I also found other opportunities because of it, and I want to show you some. But if you're a cannabis smoker, this channel is geared towards cannabis smokers, but more so, if you're going to smoke a product, you might as well not only invest in getting high off the weed, but you should also get high off the weed stocks. There's actually a couple companies that pay dividends, and I'm going to show you one today that I think every cannabis smoker should have in their portfolio. If you're going to get high off green and that temporary high lasts you, you might as well get a stock that has well, it's basically an index that has multiple stocks in it, and basically you earn dividends, and every time the price goes up you get price appreciation, and you also get a dividend, but that dividend might go up the more revenue that company and that holding company makes. So I just think that you should consider investing while you still have purchasing power before they move on to the digital dollar. It's best to have like a base of investments. Now, some people in the cannabis space, they might want to start their own cannabis brand. And you should very well do that, but also focus on like Scott's Miracle Grow. I know that's a high price stock, but get a little bit of it because, agriculture is not going anywhere. Food prices are going to go up. A lot of things in the agricultural space are going to go up. Even the tools to get the crops, get everything ready is going to go up because the price of metal is going to go up, and it's already going up. Um, and I'll show you that in a later video. But let's get started. So, of course, this is the project that I'm invested in. One of the projects, it's called Innovative Bioresearch, and they're working on an HIV therapy cure. Right now, they are moving towards going to um, preclinical slash clinical trials within the next year or two, depending on how much funding they get. And what you see right here is actually from my Brave browser, which is what I'm using right now. And basically, instead of using like Google's search engine or using Bing search engine, I use Brave because it blocks the amount of trackers, ads, and you save a lot of bandwidth with it. So this is Brave. This is not a commercial, but you earn cryptocurrency called BAT with this, and every month they do a calculation and they send you BAT for doing things that you're already doing, like going on the internet, anything. And if you have like a couple following, you can actually uh, have your following use this and send you their bat, or they purchase bat and they send you your bat rewards. So this month I only earned 3.94994 bat. Um, but next month it might be different. So if you have an idea, have a brand, and you're just scared to get out there, you got to do it, man, because time's too short, and this pandemic has showed us that time is too short, and your family, your friends, and all the things that you want and that you've accomplished or want to accomplish is achievable, but you have to go get it. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm starting this channel not only for my own benefit, but I also just want to give that knowledge out and give people the awareness that you could be earning money for the things that you're already doing. And so let's go back to Yahoo. So this is the stock that I wanted to talk to everybody about. Of course, it's listed on the Nasdaq. I bought it when it was $9 and a couple change. Um, but when it was at $9, I already made $2 more for now. But basically, what this stock is it's an index of all of these different companies here. You have Kronos Group, you have Curaleaf, you have Canopy Growth, and basically every time these shares go up in value, you're making more and more money by owning this. than owning an individual stock, and they also pay dividends. And so like I have the philosophy, if you're gonna wear Nike, invest in Nike. If you're gonna wear Adidas, invest in Adidas, so then you get capital appreciation, and you can also write that off. You know, you can't write off the shoes that you buy from Nike unless you use it for your business. But if you buy Nike stock, whether it goes up or down, you know, you can still make some money and some really smart investment decisions. If it goes down, you can save those losses up to 5 years, and you can write that off whenever you need to. Say if you lose 2 G's this year and next year you make 5 grand, well, you only have to pay taxes on that 3 grand because you can carry over the loss from that 2 grand from the previous years. So as long as you have a goal and a plan for your losses, there's no such thing as losing when you're investing. Absolutely no such thing. Now, if you panic sell without a plan, then yes, you can lose quite a bit of money. But if your goal is to lower your tax benefit or your tax bill, then you just say, okay, I'm gonna sell the things that you think that are gonna go down, and sell it with a purpose. So then you could write it off. And the reason why I really like this particular stock is because I'm investing in multiple different cannabis companies in one place. It has a specific weighting, and as time goes on, I know that weighting is going to get a lot heavier and heavier, and this is going to become a lot more valuable as time goes on. And so, like, I don't mind earning dividends from something that everybody might be doing. You might be in a place where it's illegal, but you still smoke weed. Why can't you invest in this? If you invest in this, you know, your money's vesting and it has the potential to go up, you know, and then you could still earn dividends on top of that. Is it a lot of dividends? No. It's never going to be a lot in the beginning, but it's about building that ladder, building that stairway to heaven, right? Because you're not just going to get to heaven without doing any work. So, like, this is part of doing that great work, doing that magnus opus, you know? And, yeah, man, I think everybody who invests in cannabis or who smokes cannabis should invest in cannabis, should invest in the people that develop or the manufacturers that develop the smokable devices. So that way that every time you smoke, you're like, man, I'm still making money. Like, you're not gonna care. And cannabis is gonna be one of the areas that I believe that is gonna make the most money because, especially in the United States, they really don't have the tools, or rather the income tax revenue, to pay for some of these pay fors or pay for anything that they may necessarily want. Even if you tax the 1% at 100% for some of the things they want, like healthcare for all, for example, it wouldn't sustain America for 1 year, one full year, even if you tax the 1%. But if you legalize marijuana, you know, you tax those businesses, you tax the people, the sales tax on marijuana, you could generate quite a bit of money because there's always people that want to smoke. And yes, people can grow weed, people can grow their own things, but that's at a cost. You need the lighting, electricity bill, you need enough space, right? You need a lot of water, and that's gonna cost a lot for people. And then you also need to keep pests away. You have to keep thieves away. That, and believe you me, that's going to cost a lot of money. Security. So the average person will not be able to afford to grow their own weed. The average person. But when you invest in companies like MJ, you get to diversify your risks instead of putting in all your money into one of these particular companies. And they're all good companies. They really are. Um, but you get a diversified amount of stock. instead of just putting all your money in one stock. So here are their holdings. You have Tilray, you got Canopy, you have Aurora Cannabis, Kronos. They even have another ETF within the ETF. This is this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's like I hope that anybody who watches this video takes this in real consideration. Because once they open that door, you already have a lot of cannabis companies that are making a lot of money, but banks don't allow them to park their money there because on the federal level, it's still illegal. And so like once they open that door, that door is going to be burst open if even if they open it just a little bit. It's going to be burst open full of companies and people on the sidelines. You don't think your favorite rapper, your favorite entertainer has their strain and their store already set up for when this happens? And don't you want to be on board even if you can't afford your own store, even if you can't afford to start your own weed, you can afford $11.22 and you can keep buying more and more so you can benefit. Because best believe your favorite rapper, they might do some little research on weed and how to grow it here and there and even the basics of the genetics of it all. But best believe they are consulting with all of these companies. And even this company has a couple celebrities like Snoop Dogg's on the board. So it's like this right here is the future as well as cryptocurrency because governments don't have enough revenue to keep this thing going. They really don't. And don't you want to be after this reset? Don't you want to be on top and truly on top? Like it's crazy where everything's going. And in me looking up opportunities for this particular project, INBC. You should come check them out at innovativebioresearch.com. I found a couple other things that I intend to invest in once I get my check this week. Um, You have skincare products you can invest in. I was looking up different accelerator programs and incubator programs for this particular project because I want to help streamline this project. I want to help grow it more so than just being a sideline investor. And that's why I really uh, I'm starting to take this seriously, regardless of if I get YouTube famous or not. I just want to help grow this project to a multi-hundred-trillion-dollar company. And as I said, 100 trillion. And that ain't gonna be easy, but to cure HIV, that's gonna cost a lot of money to put in. On average, it costs about 10 years worth of work and over $2 billion for drug development. And so this project is very uh is very high risk, sure, but high reward as well. Because if you can cure HIV, think about that. And at a cheap cost compared to all the other big pharma drugs. If you can lower the cost for the consumer, think about how many different socialized countries that have they granted the citizens there have to pay 72% 70 cent that are 70% taxes or whatever, but they get health care, basically free health care. And so those countries that are already spending enormous money subsidizing HIV, it's not cheap. They would jump to a drug that has proof that it works, has proof that is is safe for humans, safe for a consumer, and it's also cheaper, a lot cheaper than the drugs that are already available. Like this is going to be huge, and I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not tooting their own horn. I see what it is, and I don't care if it takes 5 years to get my money back, because I know I'm going to get my money back and more. Because the only way to even get their drugs, their finalized drugs, is with INBC the coin. Ooh, they updated the website looking all sexy. All right. Um, but yeah, like they updated their website. Jonathan Foyer is the head scientist and developer of the project, and he's really hustling hard to try to get this off the ground. And he's not trying, he's getting it off the ground. Let me correct myself. And we just need as much support as possible from the scientific community because, crypto, yeah, it's cute for investors, but really it's data science, it's data, it's actual science, and it's just creative minds coming together to make a new community, to make new utility, new use cases. And that's what crypto is about. It's about depending on each other and creating products the world needs and wants, you know. Because I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a lot of projects besides biotech. You have play to earn cryptocurrencies. Once these become more legitimized, you're going to see 100 billionaire gamers that make more than LeBron James playing as LeBron James in a gaming tournament. It's going to get crazy out here. And I just want to make sure anybody who watches my videos are prepared for what's coming because we are moving away from the era of being a regular billionaire. We're moving away from where even $1 billion doesn't get you on the Forbes list. And so, like, after, this reset, and I'll make another video later on today on what reset I'm talking about. I want you guys to be prepared for what's coming and just to have enough capital where you can say, you know what? I'm glad I took not his advice. I'm glad I consulted my CPA first, but I'm glad I took the risk, because I made a lot of money. I can go buy islands with an S if I want to. I want you to have that. Life is too short to not get what you want. Just remember that. And this right here, if they achieve this right here, even with the current supply, it can still go to $1. And what is that right there? That's their plan to get IMBC either as a full, just like how Ecuador switched that from their cryptocurrency, I mean from their fiat currency to Bitcoin cryptocurrency. They're trying to get Italy to switch to their cryptocurrency. And now the reason why he's branching off, he's doing a YouTube with basically different companies. He's working with like a car company right now and a construction company because he wants to get IMBC used as a means of payments for different use cases. He doesn't just want medicine. Medicine is going to be mainly used for the purchase of medical products and services off the IMBC platform, but he also wants it to be used for like everyday uses. So if you want to go here, this car shop, or if you want to go here, this coffee shop, you can go buy it. And what he's also wants to do is like these businesses that he's partnering with, you like basically make it a discount IMBC slash coffee shop discount if you use IMBC. So this is going to be huge, like as time goes on, especially with this right here, because HIV is very expensive. I did the research. It's about in the US, no insurance, it's about $36,000 annually. And so if you can cut off the cost for a lot of people and save lots of money at a cheaper cost, cheaper rate, and then by 2024, human trials. That's like it's 2022. That's 2 years away. So for 2 years, we're gonna do